Everybody, how are you guys doing?
Better than us, huh? Oh boy.
Man,
What a
what a week.
week. I know, what
Yeah.
a week.
Seriously, probably one of the most and probably one of the best weeks and intense weeks that I've ever had working here. Um, in a good way. A lot of people,
Lots of interaction.
yeah, a lot of interaction, a lot of things said, a lot of information going around. Uh, Today, kind of sealed the deal. Um, and you know,
Yeah, long
it,
week.
yeah, you
Yeah,
know,
Chris, that's a long week for us.
just a lot of stuff going on. First off, before we start the episode, I want to say thank you to all of you guys that support us, despite everything. Some of the things that you didn't agree with that we've done in the past, future, present. But you still sat there and supported us through a lot of stuff, and I appreciate that. I'm very passionate about what I do here at MCS. I don't know everything. I learn new things every single day, and sometimes, I'm not the one that's not is going to sit by and play it by the book. Okay, this isn't the industry, in my opinion, that you have to do that. Most of us, all of us, are adults, and I'm very professional in a lot of ways, and a lot of you guys have interacted with me on that professional manner. But when things are said or information is going around that is one, outrageous, or two, just very very outright excuse me, misinformation, I will defend myself, the company that I work for, as well as KT, Mike, Tony, anyone else. And like I said, I may be wrong, but I will defend anyone, Callista, anyone like that. Um, I'm fully aware that there are trolls on the internet. I know, and have known for a long time that there are people who will never like us, will never support anything that we do, never support any product that we put out, or just listen to anything that we have to say, and I'm okay with that. But like I said, when things are said that cross the line or misinformation is being thrown around, when I started with the company and years before, you can ask any of the employees, we had zero social media uh, presence, and that contributed to a lot of the issues that we have today with a lot of different people. So if I'm going to be the one to go on there and set a lot of people straight, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'll do it my way. I don't need to hear anyone tell me how to correct people. I'm perfectly able to do that on my own. So I just want to say thank you very much to everyone, honestly. I really appreciate a lot of people going out on a limb and saying what they feel is right and give their honest and constructive criticism opinions, not banter slash or anything like that. So I appreciate that. I think that was this whole week has been a learning experience for me personally, as well as for us as a company.
Right.
KT especially, he
Right.
wasn't even pretty much following all that stuff, and it was hard to follow because it was
A lot going on.
probably the most popular trending thread. I felt like Kim Kardashian's, like when she had that nipple slip. I feel like I was Kim Kardashian in that, or we were
Oh,
here at
boy.
MCS. So
That was majority. Oh,
it's just it's okay. Guys, like I said, we're not gonna ever justify anything or try to bait you or scam you into doing anything. This is we're a business. We offer products to consumers. If the consumer decides to buy it, that's the consumer's choice, not us. So whether you like it or not, disagree with it or not, we still are doing what we're doing because we feel, or he feels, that's the way it should be. Bottom line. So you can disagree, you can have your opinion, you can send me or KT constructive criticism on what you think it should be and how it should be done, and we'll take it into consideration. It's simple as that. It's pretty cut and dry. But
And we're actually gonna say, we're real people. Okay, you
yeah,
guys see us at events.
yeah,
We go to dozen events a year, so you see us at these events. And something you guys don't want to post, just put on a side and whisper to us and have a private conversation. We love to hear from you. Of course, there's time and place for everything, so please do keep that in mind. Not to say though, it's a crazy week. Omar actually called me and saying, "Hey KT, you just
yeah.
you just want to release the PTR and you end up releasing a Kraken." So, man, it's been quite a week, and I think there are a lot of reasons for that. A lot of people felt that it's they didn't get the product or the expectation that they're looking for. It was we talked about PTR for so long, for years and years ago, and finally we have it. But I have to say it's not to their expectation, and it's not to our expectation. And personally, I posted a couple times. I don't want to release the PTR the way that it is. I want to release the PTR the way it should be. And I think we did a video last week to show you guys what the PTR should have been. And the problem is that we are still working to develop the rest of the PTR and all the features that it could be. We got signwinded, of course. Like I said, a couple years ago. We stopped about 3 years ago, 4 years ago, well, many years ago. We stopped to finish up the conversion kit. In the last 2-3 years, you guys have a couple different conversion that came out. You got the Bolt for all the BT variants. You have the Blizzard for all the 98 Alpha Block Project Salvo variant. You got the Vortex conversion kit to take care of your A5. You got the Hurricane been out for a while, so I'm working on the Tornado. We just got done, and that's for your X7 variant. So that part of the genre has gone. So that genre is gone. So now we are focused on Pacific project. So we're working on the pistol, the Hydra magazine, and the round. So that's our main focus for 3 project. I call it SPH. All right. So the 3 project. When those are done, we'll go back and continue to work on the PTR. But I know a lot of people, you want those features. I love to focus on them, but we don't have the time and the resources or the finance to do all these projects at the same time. We have to kind of pick the best one for the industry. So right now, we believe the 2 projects that will be the best for industry, the Ghost Board, first is the projectile, second is the pistol. We need a secondary. Right now, there's only 2 pistols out there in the market. The Tip X run about 220, and you have your Tiberius T8 .1 run about 220 to 230, somewhere around there. We're looking for around $100 pistol, a secondary pistol, secondary weapon that for everyone. So basically, you have your primary and then you have secondary. Right now, most people use the pistol as the secondary, and they don't really want to carry a secondary as a second. Okay, most people use the pistol as a primary. We want to make a secondary that small, compact, it can carry on your rig, chest rig, or your side, or wherever that the most comfortable for you. So that's our goal, is to make that the pistol. Second is the round itself. Both of these projects in conjunction at the same time, and then the Hydra magazine. So a lot of guys, we've been testing. We're in the last about 2-3 weeks ago, we enabled the project. So did all the printing, all the parts being tested right now, making sure it fits stable, and we go from there. All these projects are moved. They're moving. So we'll hopefully get them sooner than anything else, right? Get them out first, and then go back and work on PTR, because PTR right now, it's a good system, a good trigger system, and from here until maybe the next couple years, hopefully, it's in your guys' hand. You use it, and then you give us feedback, and maybe we find something we can improve on top of it. We did all the testing that we could possibly can. It's out there for professionals to use, and it's been there for years. But we don't really get a true feedback from the professionals. We get feedback, the major feedback, but not the user end feedback. So hopefully we hear more from you guys when we start using them, and then we may be able to make some nuance adjustment to make it a better product. By that time, then we're able to add more features to it. So in the meantime, like I said, our goal is to get the rounds, the pistol, and the Hydra. That's our core project for the next 6 months to 12 months. So hopefully we'll get those out in those time frame.
Someone said, "How many bags of M&Ms have I gone through because of stress?" Honestly, this is the first time I've had M&Ms in like a couple of years.
Keeps you
but
running.
It keeps you running. Honestly, this is the least stressful job I've ever had. The most stressful was probably when I was working for the sheriff's department, and that law enforcement is stressful every day. But here, I honestly have fun coming to work and going and talking to all you guys and learning a lot of stuff. It's definitely one of the most comprehensive jobs I've ever had, and but I can tell you honestly, I have no stress at this job. I get more stress at home because of my 8-month-old son that I have to bring.
Right.
I bring to work here, so it's I have it backwards a little bit, but I don't have a problem with anything that I do here at this job. It's too much fun.
That's right, John. Less stress, longer life.
That's exactly right.
True that.
That's exactly right. Does anyone, before we continue, does anyone have any questions about the PTR that they may or may not have already been answered through the live streams or our comments to that? Does anyone have any questions?
Well, you guys, if you do, just post them as we go.
Yeah.
That way we can address them for you. I think it's a perfect time to get your answer straight from us live rather than having to post and then wait, and then sometimes it's misunderstood because of the the writing. And that way, if you have a follow-up question, you can just blast it on and we'll address it right away.
Chris Quincy, is it still a blowback?
What is?
He asked, is the PTR, I'm assuming he's saying, is the PTR still a blowback?
A blowback. It is still a blowback, yes.
Glenn Taylor, ambidextrous selector, an option.
On the PTR?
Not at this time, but there could be in the future.
Well, it's a simple implementation. It's a mil-spec firearms compatible, so you can actually just buy one from a mil-spec version and then do a small mod to it and will work. So our safety, it has a flat on the firearms. It's kind of round. That had a curvature there, so you go in and just kind of do a little mill process and you can start using that. So we perhaps into the future we'll probably make one, but really no point of making it yet into the future when there's enough PTR out there and it's value for us to actually make them, because like I said, each run, most people don't understand, producing a product is not like simple, right? So you not just do one, you definitely do hundreds, and then from there you have to prototype, machine, this and that. There's a lot of different steps you have to go through just to make it one single product, even as a simple, even as just a safety, right? So we just don't want to make it where there's not enough PTR out there. The investment is too great. It's better that we're focused on a project, even a small project or an accessory project that's more for everybody, for 1,000, for 10,000, rather than just for the few. Because the amount of resources we have is limited, and we want to maximize that for the players, not just for us for bragging right what's not, but we want to make sure that it's out there for everybody.
Let's see here. So let's see. Real steel trigger options. Glenn Taylor, you can use real steel safety selectors with a slight modification, and we'll do a video for that in the next couple weeks here as we start getting the orders that are already coming in right now for the PTR. Once we get those out and we have an audience to send that to, we'll start to show you all the different parts that you can upgrade with the firearm counterparts, and then we'll also have a video for you on some other stuff that we'll probably put up tomorrow. We need to get that done.
Yeah.
We meant to do it today and show it to you guys before, but we were
putting out fires.
Tom Schultz, these are M&Ms with almonds in them, and it's a small bag. We only had like 2. Almonds are good for you, right? Or something? Maybe. Well, I don't know.
Takes a lot of water to grow, but they're good.
Tony Servi, 468's all show is backorder. Okay. Man.
The triggers came in and it was
weeks ago. Clarify this. Weeks ago.
I have one right in my pocket, So this part right here is it's a little bit too weak, and it doesn't hold up in the firing cycle, so we kind of stopped production and just called it as back order for now until we have a better I'm not better, but we have the qualified trigger system in stock. That for now will just be out of stock
It
until we
has
have them.
nothing to do with the PTR being released.
So
The
I even
Hurricane.
have one in my pocket to tell you that I'm on it.
It has nothing to do with that. We got the triggers in weeks ago. We tried a few of them, and it turned out that they were a bad batch and they didn't pass QC. And now we're just waiting for those to come in. They're the 468s. That's the only thing that's missing from that. As far as the Hurricanes, we had a machine go down, and
If you're alright with the 4.6 shipping out with a trigger, we can take care of that for you.
yeah, if you really want that.
Right.
Uh,
But we do. We're looking about another 2-3 weeks to get another batch to make sure they're good, and then we'll get them out.
brand new Bolt Pro this weekend. Let's see. Put that on the website. Mil spec selector, etc.
We'll put more on it as we're right now. I think this week we kind of hit sign. We got a little bit sidestepped there with all the things that are going on that people post about the PTR and the expectation, and we have to adjust all that. We don't want, like Jonathan was in his intro earlier, that we're back years ago where a lot of misinformation will pass around on the internet, and we didn't go on and defend ourselves. We didn't go on and address the misinformation, and we let it go because we didn't think that was important. We think that it's more important to focus what we're doing, focus on internally, fix problem that we know internally, and and the product, as opposed to go out there and try to kind of get on to the internet and then start posting it, waste a lot of time. I have said it to many people, but now I think the misinformation out there, people assume it's true, and there are a lot of them out there, and we realize that we can't just kind of overlook that. We have to go out there and actually address them, set the record straight, whether in the right format or in the wrong way, but we definitely have to address the misinformation to make sure that the right information is being put out, not the wrong one, and then people assume that's true. Then it's going to be coming back to us, and I heard from here. Well, that's our bad then. And then nowadays the world getting too small. Any misinformation, any information you put out there, an instant get across the world. So then the rest of the world kind of have the wrong information, and I don't think we can afford to have that now. Not with the age of information, right? So that's what we did for this past since Thursday.
Well, Richard Reed, we love you. I was going to address that, but then we were talking about some stuff too. We definitely love you, Richard. Let's see. We had some people here. What barrel comes with the PTR?
It comes with the line claw, so that way you come with a 10 inches line claw. If you want a long one, a 12 or a 14, let us know when you place the order. But what we did is we make the barrel kind of, if you look at the photo, it's right at the length of the 9 inches, and then you have the muzzle brake kind of recess a little bit, give that aggressive look. That's what we built it for. So yes, want a little bit longer barrel, let us know. We'll put another barrel for you. So we put a general. Keep in mind that some of the changes you add. If you order a gun and you want different magazines, just let us know. We'll replace it for you. You want different barrel, as long as it's reasonable and different length, it's fine. We can do that for you. Something basics, right? I would just pull off the shelf and replace, but you can ask us to change certain thing about it where we have to stop the production or do something beyond that. It's kind of tough to do. Then the whole thing gonna get slowed down. But just a barrel length or magazine, because that at the point where it's just gonna package it up, take the gun, put in the packaging, you can actually switch it out for you easily. So you can feel free to make those requests, and we'll accommodate that for you.
Chris Quincy asked, what is the air efficiency like on the PTR?
Honestly, we don't know the exact air efficiency. I would say as good as a 468 because it has a javelin bolt in there. We'll put a new valve in there, not a new valve, a mod valve in there, so it's pretty tuned to give you good conditions, consistent shot. But I think, ongoing though, we will continue to improve the valve system, improve the seal, improve the just an overall mechanism on the function to make it runs better. Right now it runs good, but as we produce these systems more and more, as we test them, shoot them, test them, shoot them, we were able to find nuance in there and make it better. Start with the basics that we see, and then from there, through feedback from you guys, hopefully it's not negative or great, but let us know how you use it and the things that you have to overcome to make it good for you. That way we get a feedback, and then we'll improve it from there. But like any product life cycle, it has its peaks. So right now the PTR just starting out. I'm very sure we're going to find some improvement that we can make on top of it. Hopefully nothing catastrophic. I have to say that we're confident, because any system, you just don't see what's down the line. We did all the testing that we possibly can, shoot thousands and thousands of rounds. We did all the legwork, and that's the best we currently able to for all the testing we can, the best test we can do right now. Now we have to leave it up to you guys to test in the real world, run, jump, roll over, drop, whatever it is that you guys do, and then let us know how it handles for you.
And we have, personally, we've been testing some stuff the past 3 days, and we've made some very, very positive moves forward in that category for both the DMR and for the PTR. So stay tuned for more tomorrow on that. We're going to be talking about that and have a video for you guys. Like I said, we wanted to have that today, but we just got a little too busy.
Yeah, we're behind several videos that we said we're going to do, but never got a chance to do. So we're definitely going to focus on next 2 days to get more videos up for you.
Engraved magwell, custom engraved magwells with the PTR purchase.
We can do it for you. Just right now, I kind of not offering that because the site we're a little bit too busy at the moment. So if you want custom engraved, just message when you place the order. Just write in the comment box, I would like custom engraved, and then all you do is that contact me or Valerie, or just the main email. Just send in your artwork and put it on for you. Currently right now we're gonna do without any charge, so you guys want to just request, we'll make it for you for the time being until we figure things out. But we'll take them as you guys come, but just keep in mind it's gonna be a slight delay, a couple days delay. If not in a hurry, just let us know, hey, you know what, I would like my backwell engraved, and we'll do it for you at no charge for the time being until we figure things out.
Brian Foucher, what's a velocity adjuster like? It is the same. But this is what I actually heard from a customer today that called me. Is he actually he took a Dremel to the back of the velocity guide pin and made a small flathead indent. And what he does, he just has a micro indent or a micro flathead that he puts through the hole of the velocity guide housing, and he can adjust it without having to take off that on and off. You can do it with the tank right on it, and that's something that I recommend for those of you that don't want to do that, or it's a little bit troublesome. You guys can do that as well. One of the videos that I want to get done here in the next couple days is the tuning video of the 468 now with the PTR and then the DMR. With the new spring sets that you guys all receive, you are able to tune quite a bit and lock down multiple FPS ranges with those springs. So that's the next video that I want to do for you guys to make sure, and we're going to talk about it in the video that we're going to release with the PTR and all that too. So just stay out today, or stay out for that. I'll probably do that, and hopefully by Friday, and have it up to you by the end of the day.
So as Jonathan's saying, that the marker's coming out with a spring set, red for the highest, and blue for medium, and green for low. So you get a spring set.
Blue is low, green's medium.
Green's medium? Mm-hmm. Okay, reverse that. So you have that. That way you can able to kind of get the right range and do a small adjustment. Will be easier for you. In the past, we're having one spring, and the range you have from low to high, too wide of a range. By the time you get to the peak, it start to kind of not work well. So we decided to give you guys a spring set instead. So it's easier to adjust, and the velocity is more consistent when you have that. Someone's asking about what is it? sorry, move back here. Lost my thought here. Oh, install lockbolt on all markers. The reason why we're not doing that yet, because a lot of people don't know what a lockbolt is. You guys don't understand. We're still getting calls on a daily basis that saying the gun doesn't fire after one mag, you know, or my gun doesn't fire at all, and you start asking questions. You have air, yes. Do you put a full mag loaded in? No. Well, then we explain what a lockbolt is. That's why the lockbolt only in, like right now, it comes standard on 3 markers. The Hurricane, which is brainless, it hits, and then you know that you have to do reload, and the 468 and now the PTR. So, but those are high-end kind of systems, so people kind of read onto. They kind of do some research before they purchase. But imagine we put onto a system where it's $150 or $200. People don't really read it; just click a one buy, and they go out there and they shoot it. They don't understand, and then it's become a customer service or product problem. So we'll probably have to wait a little bit more before people understand what a lockbolt is. And even though we put like user manual in there, it said, you know, this marker comes with a lockbolt system. People don't read it. You know, we're kind of stuck. But we do plan for that, to put lockbolt in every gun that we put out.
Let's see here. Thought I saw something down here. That was it. Anthony Cobb said that. Okay. Other than that, the tag and rounds are on the website, guys. So you guys can see that. They're available now. The shell and both the marking and the dummy ones are available. So you guys can visit the website there and order those. And I had a lot of people ask me about that last week, and we, like I said, we're just kind of busy. I'd already sent KT the photos, but you know, he's got a lot of stuff he's got going on. So they are up finally. You can see the grenades and the both of the projectiles there on the website.
Only the marker and the.
Oh, that's right. The dummy ones he's got to put
yeah.
on there. I sent you the photo though.
I know, I got it. Yeah.
All right. So that will be up there. We don't have as many of the dummy ones as we do the marking ones, but we will place even orders from here on out with the ones that we have. So if you still need to do that video too, we're going to do that one tomorrow as well, and you guys will see the magic behind those bad boys. Those things are sweet. Those are like probably one of the coolest products I've used, and I haven't got to use them in a game yet,
right.
So it's pretty sweet.
Let's do. We're gonna do an auction gun first, and then after that, we're gonna do the event for you. There's a really cool event coming this coming weekend, so you gotta check them out. So this is the marker that go up for auction.
Oh.
And this is the one that Jonathan put together about
last week or
last
so.
Week or
no,
so.
It was a couple weeks ago. This is the Thunderbolt with the Noveski. This is not the NSR. This is the
floating.
Floating, with the open top here, so you can actually do. You can actually put a triangle front sight on here, which looks really good. I kind of like it like this. You don't see anything there, and you can have your optic, or I'm sorry, not your optic, but a flashlight or laser here if you wanted to use accessories. This is a 9-inch rail, very, very sturdy. It's got that mil-spec barrel nut adapter on here. Very awesome look. QD mounts on the front here, on both sides, and on the inside portion here, which is kind of unheard of. First strike ready, and you have the Thunderbolt trigger frame with the selector switch, as well as the what is this? The collapsible SMG stock
with a remote line.
With the remote line adapter on the bottom here. So this marker can get very, very small and compact. So great for CQB. You can extend it all the way out. It's a 5-position, and you can get yourself a very decent sized marker here. Great, probably way better for a CQB platform, and very light, very, very light. So we'll start that off at we already had $120. So we will we'll have that. This is the auction marker for 2 days. So you got Noveski aftermarket handguard, and you have the SMG retractable stock with the remote line adapter on the bottom, and it's the Thunderbolt. So really, really nice.
It says, well, how many? 5 position?
5 position, I believe, yes.
So 5 position butt stock there. So you go from 0 to 5. So here, there we go.
It's very compact, very very compact.
Nice.
Speaking of events,
All right.
Patrick from SAS Central, how are you doing, my friend? Um, First off, or one thing I forgot to say this morning, or earlier, not this morning, is very, very awesome to see all of you guys, all the new ambassadors supporting the show. It's really awesome to have you guys. We're already off to a great start. A lot of you guys got your promo codes set up. So now you can give those players that you've already been referring to us and the events that you're either throwing or attending, you guys can start getting your orders in for those people, and I'll make sure to get out some of that promo material stuff for you guys to start promoting.
Yep.
We will be at Decay, so we're going to be seeing a lot of you guys
we're gonna bring a lot
at
of
the
stuff
end of
for
this
you.
month. Yeah,
So
we're going to bring a lot.
start to put in like a request list, so that way we make sure to bring them for you. So that way we save shipping. Right?
Yeah, if you guys need anything,
I hate to pay for shipping. It's like, to me, it's like dead money. You know, it's gone. It doesn't do anything. So we can actually get away with that. Let's save some bucks.
So we're very happy, and I'm very excited to see a lot of you guys that I've been talking over the phone with and not meet face to face. So I'm really excited for that event. It's going to be a good one. We are going to have PTRs down there. So if you don't have a PTR, you're interested about it, you hated on it, and you want to know what it's about, come and see me or KT. We'd love to put one in your hands, and you can test fire it, check it out and see what it's all about. Chris Quincy, Kilo 69. I really want us to be there. I'm not sure a lot of the people that are going to be there want us to be there, but I think we should be there. KT was talking about going there, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's not. Are you going to confirm? We're not going to confirm right now.
Not yet.
Not yet. But
I'd love to be there. I think it's in October, I believe.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of things going in October. There's also Snake Eater too, and we have N-War in the West Coast here too. So there's a lot of things. And right after, end of this month, we have Decay. We're gonna have to do some work out there to make sure that we get able to make those events.
So, like I said, if you guys need anything for Decay and you're going to be there, make sure that you reach out to me now, especially before. But next week will probably be the cutoff, so we can get all that stuff ready for you guys, and we'll bring it down there.
Colin, the event in Asia. I'm doing a video right now. It's actually sometime next week. I should launch the event information for you. Got a couple cool video for you to check out. Have all the writing for the event, and hopefully see a lot of you guys there. I would say this is the vacation of a lifetime. So hopefully you guys join us. But we have a whole year to talk about that. It won't be until October of next year. So if you guys are looking to participate in that event, keep your calendar open for October of next year.
Jimmy Westman, I don't know what's going on with your 468, but reach out to me, bud. Let me know what's going on, and I'll take care of you there. Let's see here. Anthony Cobb, trying to get more MagFed play here in North Carolina. You got to start slow. Start small, guys. A lot of ambassadors have been talking to you guys back and forth on different ways that you've been able to get MagFed into your local fields, as well as expanding outside of your realm. Hour and a half, even 2 or 3 hour drive outside to the next paintball field. And my experience of what I'm getting as far as feedback from a lot of our ambassadors is they're getting field owners to partner up. They're getting fields that are, like I said, hours away from each other to throw an event once a month, and they basically, within 4 fields around a relatively large area, they're able to run an installment game. So one field has it this weekend, the next one there, and so that way every month in their area they have 4 games going for MagFed. Yes, they have to drive, but there's options, and that is a great approach to get MagFed at multiple fields in your area, not just keep doing it the same field over and over and over, because you have to expand. You have to bring new people from the outside in to experience your games or that field in general, and it's a great marketing opportunity for you to throw at these field owners. Let's see here.
Jim and Westman, your 468, let us know.
Yeah, let me
Contact
know.
us personally, we'll take care of you. 468, one of those markers that if once you kind of know how it works, it's simple. It's so easy to get it going. But it's a little bit have a learning curve to it because it's
There's features
yeah,
on it that not
right,
everyone 100%
right,
understands right off the bat
right.
as far as functionality. Yes, the marker, the 468 is shape projectile ready. Just give me a call, bud. I'll take care of you.
Right.
Let's see here. Tyler Garrison.
Let's see. Somebody mentioned down here about scope quiz Quincy. What scope is MCS?
I think he's
Right
asking
here.
if we have any scope specific.
Oh, no, not yet. We're currently not working. We don't have any scope at all, actually. So hopefully we can get some of those in the future. But now we're not doing any of the scope yet. I think we have a little bit more on our plate at the moment. We just kind of have a few things we want to iron out before we get there. I think right now our biggest thing is to get the hammerhead production back. We sold out a lot of the barrels on that, so right now we just kind of hammer out the one-shot barrel, bring the longer length out. Right now we get the 12 inches and the 16 inches hammerhead one shot. We're working on the 18 and the 20 right now, so once those done, we're gonna start bringing back the rest of the version, like the Widowmaker, the Shark Tooth, the Battle Sticks, and some of the version that been out of stock for some time now. So hopefully we get those out soon.
Let's see here. Felix Gonzalez, yeah. I mean, right now the biggest dilemma I think is there's a lot of MagFed players, but there's a lot, but there's not enough to have MagFed only at a lot of local fields.
Right.
So they're stuck playing against other walk-ons or hopper players, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But if you really want MagFed to get into your local fields, you really need to talk to the head person. And most of the time, they're pretty receptive about trying new things. I haven't really met anyone that's like, no, we're not going to do that. You know, we've talked about it before, and if you have more questions, you can contact me about it. There are some ideas and stuff that I've worked, that I work with my ambassadors to get events going and all that stuff too. So.
Redocon, the longest we can do is 20, 22, a little bit much. You can add a little most of the tip to it, make it a little bit longer for you, but the longest we're going to do is 20 inches. And Vincent, you want to trade your 16 for an 18? If you want to ship it back and get the upgrade, you can, but I would suggest try and see someone can buy it off of you. But 16 is good length.
Yeah, 16 is very good length.
But you're welcome to do that. We'll take care of you.
You're going to OSG 17th. I'm in Vermont. Oh, I think he's talking about John Card.
Okay. Let's talk about the event so that way we can get away.
So I'm going to show you guys something here. Let's see. Where'd it go?
Refresh.
I already refreshed it. Oh, you didn't add it that time.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to let this load real quick. Big game. Really awesome game. Patrick from SAS filled me in about this. ODSC MFOG 52 9/11 charity game. They do this every year, I guess. Mm-hmm. It's a great thing. We already submitted a raffle prize marker.
Actually, you guys have MagFed Pro Shop will be there. They're gonna have a little booth that you can buy stuff. We just ship them a pallet of stuff, a product. So if you need any of the MCS product, they have it. Not everything, but they have magazines. They get upgrade parts that you can get from them. So so you can give them some of your business down there. And then we also have a marker, donator marker for the charity event. So hopefully you guys participate and win home that marker. All right.
So this is going to be a big game. Jungle Island. It's a great field. Great field. It shouldn't be too hot this weekend down there. So that'll be great.
Shouldn't be too hot.
Maybe. Hopefully.
It's kind of warm up here.
Fire. Yeah, there's a big fire down there. One of the biggest ever. So this is all the information. I put the link down here to their Facebook page. It has all the information for registration and some of the rules here. MagFed Pro Shop link. You can find all of their stuff there. So I don't think we're going to be able to make that one. it's a little too short of notice, but we did, like I said, give you that donation for that event, and we will be supporting you guys from up here.
We're actually gonna have an event end of the month anyway, like about 2 weeks. We're going down there for the Cave Nations, so we're gonna pass this one and then go down there for the Cave Nations. I know so the Cave Nation not meant for event, but there's a lot more things going on down there, and a lot of players going to be out there. A lot of MFW players will be out there too, so we'll get to meet a lot of you guys. You know, it's a bigger event, it's a 2-day event, so allow us to kind of make a worth on the travel from where we are to down south. It's a solid 6 to 8 hour drive, so that's like a day just driving one direction, and a day driving back. That's 2 days. That's a lot of effort and time that we have to put in, and so we're gonna go do that. At least make it where we'll get the most face time with you guys rather than just go down there for one day and then come back. So we kind of limit manpower resources too, so we kind of pick and choose the most impactful event that we go to.
Let's see here. Yeah, Dylan Anders. Last year they what 2,600?
Somewhere around there.
2,600.
They'll give you that huge number, but we just don't know. Yeah. Yeah, Jetley. Yeah, hit us up. Yeah, we're definitely cool to hang out with you guys out there.
Victor Suarez, are you going to carry the Vism carry handle? So, ever since I released the Unicus series, been getting a lot of messages, comments, discussion about a lot of the parts that I find and I use for these guns. A lot of people asking, are we going to carry these in store? The Unicus line is a one of a kind marker build. We're never going to do it again. We're not going to carry
the same
those
build.
products.
Not the same build.
It's not gonna. We're not gonna do it again. We're not gonna have the parts in this shop. The reason why we custom make them is so you have a one of a kind platform. That's why you get the Unicus insignia. There's a lot. The packages are a little bit more extravagant, and of course you pay a little bit more. But if you try to buy the parts that we put on there separately, you're going to be well above the price point that we put on the marker, well above. So we will we'll have that. I can if you want to know where I get the parts or where I can find them, you can message me and I'll give you the links and things like that. But we won't be carrying
if there's enough, you guys want enough of the part and you convince us enough, we might stock them for you. But our intention is not to stock those parts that we built because we want to make it unique for each build. But we don't know even whether you like that or not and what for while for the stock. But if we find that you guys do like one of the accessories we put on, we'll walk away a courage up to stock them for you. Glenn is saying that 2600 approved.
Yeah.
Well, we don't.
Like I said, Glenn, that's what the event promoters always say after the fact. 2,600 people there,
yeah.
But they're including the people that were like watching.
Yeah.
And, like, all
that's
that.
a claim to fame, but they will have no way to disprove it, so we just have to take their words for it.
Henry Nunez, great question. The PPQ 43 cal pistol, we will have them in the first week of October. Okay, they will be available. We have no control over that. They're not available in the U.S. yet. That is the release date official for the U.S. market. So we already have our order in. We're just waiting basically for the ship date, and then we will have those. And we're going to be doing a large media marketing kind of campaign for that. And we were talking about the pre-orders.
Mm-hmm.
We may or may not do that, but I have a lot of people waiting on this.
Us
lot.
Too.
Yeah. So we may do that. We have quite a few units coming in the initial order.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Chris is asking, do you stock key mod Picatinny adapters? What is that?
He's talking about like the key mod rails. I mean, if that's what you're talking about, yes, we have those. 3 different links.
Yeah, search key mod and anything key mod related will come up on the site. Hopefully, one of those search results is what you're looking for.
For those of you that may bring up question about what the PPQ is, there's lots of literature right now on the YouTube. There's also a few videos, promo videos of it actually shooting It's in German because Ram Shop, one of our dealers, actually already has it. It is available in Germany already, or the UK. But you can get a lot of information from that. You can kind of learn a little bit about it before it becomes available
Yeah.
here in the U.S. market. So we will be able to support those. I'm going to learn from them exactly how it is, and it's actually very simple. I got to see that. We got to see that firsthand at
I got to
Extravaganza.
play around with it about 2 years ago,
Yeah.
and it's really nice pistol. The air and the rounds is housed in the magazine. All the valves in the magazine. So on the chassis itself, it's just a hammer. So you put a trigger, hammer, just strike the valve on the magazine. So all the mechanical movement is on the chassis itself, and then all the air, all the pneumatic system is on the magazine. So if you have a leaking magazine, toss it, put that mag in, and you're good to go. So it's a little bit of, I would say, more like realistic in a way, because on real firearms kind of like that, you have the hammer and the chassis. All your actuators is actually on the chassis, and then the magazine just have the power for you. Just strike the rounds, and all the energy release from the round, and then do the whole firing cycle. Same thing. They house all the energy, all the system is inside the magazine. So when you fire it off, then you eliminate like half the issue that you have. Most pistol right now, everything is inside the part gun and part chassis, right? So if there's issue, you have to take a chassis out, open up, find out where the leaks are, and blah blah blah, and all that work that you have to do. But this system is kind of reverse. All your pneumatic system seal, it's in a magazine. So you have an issue, drop the magazine, put another one in, good to go. And if it's mechanical system, mechanical failure, it just you just have to look at what it is. Kind of, I would call visual inspection, find out where the snag is, and then kind of fix it from there. So I believe it's a very promising system, and hopefully that it comes out and it meets our expectation. But again, I don't know how it will perform as far as the quality goes. It seemed to be function really well when I was playing with it about 2 years ago. So hopefully when it does release, they maintain that for you, and we're able to keep that up.
Let's see here, and what we've heard too, what I've heard from the manufacturer is, like what KT was saying, because everything is in the magazine, the rebuild kits, they're anticipated to be like $35 to $40.
That's still a lot, because it's all this is just seals, right? The major part is where, so there's only like a three major part. One is you have your trigger, and the trigger connect to a linkage arm. The linkage arm connect to your hammer, and so when you pull the trigger, the linkage arm transfer that movement to the hammer, and the hammer just release and bam, whack forward, and that hammer will hit the valve on the magazine, and that valve will open air, allow air to pass through. That same air will fire the rounds. The residual air, or you talk about excess air, will seal the chamber up, rack back your slide. That slide pull back your hammer, and then your second round you'll repeat the firing cycle. So that's not much to it. If you think about it, it's quite simple, and I think it's good. It's a solid design. Hopefully the execution is great and able to maintain the quality. The quality is what? The quality is in making two separate segments. One is the parts, how quality the part is, right? And then two is assembly process. If they maintain those two things, then it's gonna be a good product. But if the product fail because the quality the part is not good, then it's failed. And even you have a good quality part and assembly process is not good, then you have a failed product. So those two things have to go aligned to have a good product.
Brian Avery uses, or I'm sorry, Glenn Taylor, that uses a 12 gram CO2.
Right.
It will, from what I've heard, it will fit in a G21 holster, which is really great news. So a lot of people want the hard shell. They don't want to buy $60, $70, $80
off the shelf
custom Kydex.
Off the shelf products.
Off the shelf holsters will work for it. Now, the other dilemma that people are probably going to talk about is if 43 cal not being allowed at their field. Hey, that's it's out of your control.
Most field do. From my experience, I've been doing 4.3 caliber almost 20 years, and I get asked almost regularly where they can use 4.3 caliber to field. 99% of the time, you talk to field owner and you show them what you're shooting and show them the impact, and say, go ahead, use it. They're not going to bother charging you for paint, because guess what? You're going to use like what? 50 rounds, 10 magazine, what's not. They're not going to care about that. You're there, you ask them nicely, hey, I have this pistol, can I use it? It's only bum bum bum. It's only shoot like 250 feet per second. Nobody gonna bat an eye. Not trying to make money from you. Not gonna look at the safety aspect of it. If you show that the velocity is only 250, and what that's gonna hurt? It's not hurt anybody. They're not gonna lose any money because you're shooting some 50 rounds off of a pistol. Like I said, 99% of the time you talk to the field owner, they'll let you use it, but just be nice about it and explain to them. Prepare to answer questions, velocity, how it works, and so on. They'd be more than happy to accommodate.
Yeah, there's no special accommodations necessary for a 43 cal pistol. You can still chrono it over a regular paintball chrono. Safety gear is not anything different than paintball itself. So, just be open about it and be upfront, and you should be fine.
Yeah, most of the time it's the policy is field paint only. But then again, that's what I'm saying, that if you let them know that you only have 50 rounds, and you use it's not your primary, it's your secondary. You only pull it out when you need it, and how often is that? You'd be lucky to pull it out like once in a game, right?
Yeah.
So let alone be shooting a lot of it. So be good.
We'll go back to the auction marker one more time. Probably end the show here in a little bit. You got the Thunderbolt custom here with the Noveski open frame handguard here. This is a 10-inch, no, this is a 8-inch Lion Claw barrel with the NARC muzzle brake recessed a little bit in there. First shape projectile ready with the SMG 5-position retractable and the remote line adapter. Great little marker. We'll get 2 magazines, 1 helix, 1 shape projectile. We're at $260 with Felix Gonzalez at this time.
Wow, this is a pretty good deal for this handguard alone. Run about $100 on the site, and this buttstock run about $80. I'm sorry, $100 on the site. So these two alone, it's like $200, and you have internal air system, and you have a good marker here with us, with the upgrade trigger frame. So if we were to put this marker up, gonna run about $400. So if you can get it somewhere around $300, like Felix, you got a steal, buddy. And it's first strike ready too, so it's good to go as far as the setup.
Glenn Taylor. The camera's far away. But
you need a close up.
Yeah, he needs a close up.
That's the closest it's gonna get, buddy.
All right.
It is remote line inside the stock, okay, and there's plenty of room for you to have that. So when you hold your air, it's actually on the side. So. Quite nice. And I was mentioning that this buttstock right here will only, if you have a blizzard, it's not going to work, okay? You gotta have a bolt with a drop down ASA for it to work. And this is the only buttstock that we have that's retractable and air through that can work on our system. This is the only market that it can work with. On the blizzard, the ASA gonna hit your hand because of the trigger frame displacement is right there. It won't work, so you cannot use this on your blizzard. Only work on the bolt with this trigger frame. So hopefully, close a shot right there for you to check it out.
Tom Schultz, PTR shipping out by the end of the week. They should.
Should be tomorrow, if not Friday. We kind of this week has been a pretty good storm for us, Over in the East Coast, they're fighting a storm, and here, we're battling a different storm. So we'll get out for you ASAP.
Vincent, unfortunately, that stock will not work on the Vortex. The Vortex attaches a little bit differently. This requires a clamshell to actually secure, and then your braided or your copper pipe for the Plexi Air actually inserts into the top of that stock, allowing for the rear air. We have some other options for the Vortex at this time, but that one will not work.
Right, let's set the time for the auction. We're going to end it at 5:50, so about 9 minutes. You guys have a chance to bid on that in about 9 minutes. So you want to pick that up in about 9 minutes, and then we'll end it right there. Dusty, you like the shirt?
He ordered a bunch of them.
I'll get you one, buddy. I'll ship it out with your PTR, right? 007. Dusty got 007 PTR. So as soon as you send back your 468, I'll take care of that for you.
Anthony Cobb, you said when buying a marker from y'all that comes with the Helix magazines, can you trade them for D-Mag's round balls at the same price point? If you want D-Mags, you can put that in the comments that you want D-Mags and not Helix.
Right.
That's not a problem at all.
So you just put a note in the system there when you place the order. Just put in a comment box on what you like. Swap everything out, no problem. We can actually, like I said earlier about barrels and what's not, things we can actually take out and put in. We can easily swap that for you. We kind of don't like to take stuff like, say you want a different trigger from an example, and we have to take it apart, put a new one in, or handguard. It's kind of difficult to do because you have to tie up the box and then tools, wrench, screw. It's kind of difficult to do. But if you are just want to swap like barrels, you just kind of unscrew and then swap another one. That's pretty simple. We can totally accommodate that, and just let us know. We'll take care of it for you. Different type of shape projectile. So is there gonna be different type of shape rounds, like how there are going to be different type of bullets? Well, right now, Brian, we are doing the shape round. I know that you guys hear about this a lot, but we're looking to. I know I said before, but the shape round was one of those things that we try to figure out how we're gonna able to commit to the quantity that we have to produce. Right now, we're looking about 3 million rounds a month. If we commit to production, would you guys be able to shoot that many rounds, 300 million rounds a month? That's a problem we have, and to commit to that quantity at the moment, we're not able to commit to that quantity. That's a lot of rounds to commit to, and so we're working to work around that. The issue is that quantity and price, right? So right now, we have a quantity of 3 millions, and we meet our price. So to drop down below 3 million, say a million, the price goes up and it get away from our target price, and you guys are gonna say, well, you guys said 15 cents or 10 cents, now it's gonna be like 25, 30 cents. It's to get out our the target price, and I don't think we want to do that. So we're working to overcome that right now. Hopefully we'll find a different solution to get that target price and not able to commit to so many rounds, right? Imagine 3 million rounds a month. That's a huge amount that we have to kind of commit to. Even if you think about 3 million rounds a month at 10 cents a round, how much is that? That's $300,000. That just, and we have to stock that every month. You do the math. It's not gonna be very financially sound very quick if things don't turn out the way that we plan. You guys don't shoot all the rounds, or people don't buy the rounds. I know a lot of you guys want it, and I think the sport can grow, and we can actually have MagFed only shape projectile type of games. But at the same time, we're gonna put into a situation where we probably don't want to be. And we talk about here all the time, to be upfront, you guys, that it's a do or die situation for us. We commit into the rounds, then if we run to a hiccup, then it's over for us as an organization. So that's why a lot of people kind of question about pricing and this and that. There's certain things that we want to hit the target on the market wise, like a shape round. We want to hit the target market, so that way grow the sport. And then same thing with the pistol we're talking about. We look around $100 secondary pistol, and that way to grow the sport. It's not kind of $200-300, and then kind of people are reluctant to get something like that. But our target right now is about $100 for a pistol. a secondary for everybody. That's our goal.
Preston Taylor,
Hmm.
I don't really get a lunch break.
Uh-huh.
I get to eat pretty much wherever I can fit it in through the day,
Right.
honestly. So yeah, I snuck in a granola bar right there.
Yeah.
Um,
Like yesterday, I skipped lunch. I skipped breakfast and lunch. I went straight to dinner. So, between two of us, I probably do about 100 hours a week. Jonathan, Paul must almost do the same, where we do a lot of hours to get stuff done, to do things, to solve problems, to make things happen for you guys. And sometimes we get a little bit of backslash in the world, and where we look at each other, what the hell going on, and you kind of take a deep breath and go at it again. So I know a lot of you guys appreciate what we do, and we thank you for that. And I know some guys out there that kind of they don't like what they don't just dislike what we do and how we do things, and kind of hard to kind of imagine what we do wrong and how to fix it for them. But sometimes you can't please everyone, and we realize that. So we do what we can.
and a lot of people, in from this experience this past week, there's a lot of you guys. 2 minutes left on the auction, by the way. It's 5:48 right now. A lot of people though that were kind of giving their opinions and stuff on the product don't watch this show or really know anything about what we've been doing for the past like months and in some cases years. I have a customer or I have someone who was on the forum saying that First Strike or the 468 had flipping issues, and we've covered that on this live stream and announcements and things like that for over a year now, and he had no idea. So now he's talking to me and he's like, "Well, I didn't know," and I said, "Well, that's what happens when you only jump on these arguments or not discussions. I'm going to say that in quotations, discussions, and you only say or are seeing what other people are saying. You're not doing any research or anything like that. It kind of just becomes a jump on the bandwagon thing. So a lot of our videos have been very informative in the past year or so. They're not the best. I know that. I'm not a cinematographer. I'm not anything. I just kind of want to get the information out so that way you have it. I wish that I was really good at doing that kind of stuff because it really does make a difference. But if you don't watch the videos or you don't care enough to be informed, then there's not much we can do about it. If you don't want to reach out to us to rectify a situation, there's not much we can do about it. You can just be mad and disgruntled all you want, but until you put in the effort or have any type of accountability on making the situation better, reaching out to us, we can't. And not one person out of the probably 20 messages that I've put comments of please call me if you have questions or concerns, not one person called me. So it just shows that it doesn't matter what we say, it doesn't matter what any of you guys say. If they have it in their head that it's a certain way, hey, it's a certain way.
Yeah.
That's it. There's nothing you could say to make it better or worse. So, and that's okay. We accept that. There's no problem with that at all. So,
Dusty's boring up his window.
he's what?
Boring up his window.
Oh yeah.
Well, good luck, buddy. Hope you survive through this one.
Yeah. So there's a big, yeah, Timothy Brooks.
Thanks,
there's
Timothy.
a lot of them. But like I said, we can't help them. We can't help everyone, and that's just how it's going to be. We've accepted that a long time ago.
Right.
So it's not really that big of a deal. People are still buying the PTR. We're still shipping them out. The life is going to go on, and what we've done is going to continue to move forward as well. So,
Well, Brian was asking about the rounds and the STM and testing and this and that. That's one of the reason why it's kind of reluctant to kind of launch forward with the projectile itself. We have not done enough tests on it yet, or we have not really moving forward in that regard. But chicken for the egg kind of situations, we'll make the rounds and then get it tested, or should we kind of get tested in the rounds? But the problem is that you don't make the rounds, you can't get it tested. and without making the tools and production and so on, you can't really get it tested. So we kind of get stuck in a little bit here trying to figure things out. So we decided to kind of go in different option. I'm probably going to give you guys some more details on that down the line, not now. I'm kind of finding different solution for us to make the rounds that less expensive and able to bring it out to the market sooner. We'll have to kind of try different things right now. We're come up to one road already, and we have to answer one road, 30 million rounds, 30 million rounds a month, and commit to that for a while. So that's one option. And two is that right now we're looking at different avenue to do that. So stay tuned, and I'll fulfill you guys in the next few months, and we'll get that problem solved.
Glenn Taylor, by the way, Felix Gonzalez, congratulations, you won the auction, my friend. Go ahead and message me, and I'll get you set up on the invoice. Glenn Taylor, any input on hammerhead barrels being offered in various bore sizes? We are actually doing that with the Recon rifled, and then obviously now we have the Lion Claw barrel smoothbore. In regards to having spout rifling in various bore sizes is a little, to me, a little counterproductive, considering that spout rifling has only been proven to increase performance on a shape projectile. Paintball is not as great. What we've found, and we've been getting a lot of feedback from a lot of you guys that use the straight rifled barrels, that's what we want to focus on. So we're going to go back to the drawing board and start offering those in various sizes, so we can really truly offer a round ball consistency performance barrel.
Right.
That way you guys can achieve a better, more consistent shot with various types of paintballs out there.
Yeah.
So we can't ever leave, even with the evolution of MagFed with shape projectiles, we can't leave paintball behind.
Right.
We still have to offer products that are going to help players be more effective on the field, as well as to get more out of their marker and the performance of the game in general. So
definitely. Well, we cannot. You can't fix everything in one sitting. We kind of just get the baseline and work your way upward as you go through. Otherwise, you're trying to do too much at the same time, and you don't have your baseline. Get your baseline fixed, the fundamental, and then work your way up. That's exactly what we're working on, and that's what we're doing.
Brass hammerhead, Preston Taylor.
Yeah,
that's a very very unique idea.
We are planning to, but we're way behind on the production right now. We're kind of stop everything else to finish up the one shot. So as mentioned earlier, we want to knock out the 18 inches one shot and the 20 inches one shot, because a lot of people have been waiting for that. They want to build a sniper rifle, but they don't have the barrel. The longest barrel right now we have 16, and the longest rifle barrel out there right now is off the SR12, and that's the 20 inches barrel. There's no other one I get out there, and so we're working to kind of fill in that gap and then go back and build the rest of the barrels that right now we sold out. If you check the site, Hammerhead site, Widowmaker, Shark Tooth, Battlestick, and a slew of other product completely sold out. So we're dying to get back and bring those barrels back. And once we've done that, then we'll start looking into doing the brass stuff. And we do want to make them. It's just we're currently be so behind. Yeah.
Anthony Cobb, the Blizzard uses 98 threaded barrels.
Yeah.
Okay. Other than that, how do we go about adding or changing options when ordering a gun, like going from tank and stock? Stan White, most markers on the website have an option or a drop-down menu above the Add to Cart button that will allow you to choose tank and stock or 10-pack Helix, etc. Right. Just read the description; you'll see everything there, and that will help make it a little bit more descriptive for you.
And if you want, like I mentioned earlier, if you want to change something, different magazine, different barrel, just put a note in the comment box when you place the order, and we'll accommodate as much as possible. Like I said, nothing that we have to kind of take a screw out or get a wrench. Just if we're able to swap out without using any tools, we're more than happy to do it for you. But you ask us to kind of change different hand guard, the different buttstock, like this way you have to undo the entire body, change that for you. Well, we're gonna have to say deny, say sorry, because that takes too much too much too complex ways to kind of do that.
Let's see. MCS make a paintball shape projectile round minigun. That would be sweet, Brian. That would be very sweet. Joseph Rojas, any color rifles coming out? Color barrels coming out? We have talked about that. Like I said, I think the priority here is we want to finish up the production on the 18 and 20 inch one shots, and then we're going to go back to the Recon rifle straight.
Right.
And then we'll probably start once we have replenish our stocks for Hammerhead and the new Recons. Then we can start kind of messing around and get some limited edition stuff. The carbon fiber, we're going to do that again and all that.
Right.
So. Let's see, Glenn Taylor. Any plans for different bolts for the 468 PTR? Delrin Venturi, perhaps?
I don't think we're gonna have it for a while, Glenn. Just because that I think we're just gonna work on the PTR as we ship out the PTR. I'm very sure we're gonna get feedback about what function and so on and the nuance of it. And we're probably gonna start fixing that first. Make sure we have a good, reliable, good system. Function really well, and then we're gonna go and start seeing where we can improve it. So besides, we'll have other little parts that we work on at the same time.
If you have any questions, like player to player questions, you know there are PTRs out there right now, quite a few of them actually. Joseph Rojas is in here. Callista have been running the PTR here for a little bit of time. They can answer questions for you, give you their honest feedback. You know, what a lot of people forget is we don't have any one of these people on the payroll, so there's no. It's not really biased. I would expect Joseph Rojas and Callista to give us honest feedback, and I've told them that before. If you don't like something or this thing sucks or it's cheap or whatever you think, whatever your opinion is, they know that it's an open door policy here and they can let us know.
Right.
Just like any of you guys, if you think that there's room for improvement somewhere, there's no shame in reaching out and being like, hey, you know what, this needs work.
Right.
And we love to hear that stuff because it makes us able to enables us and kind of objectifies us to fix that, find a solution, and get you guys back on the field.
Right.
So. Any other questions? I think we're wrapping up here at the end. I wish someone would pay me. If you guys, just to reiterate here, my ambassadors, if you guys have any events that are coming up, the ones that you're throwing, even if it's farther into the future, a couple months out, please make sure you put it on the events page. That way, give me some notice, and then we can start promoting it here on the show as the weeks come forward, and we will be able to help you.
Yeah.
Glenn Taylor, are spring kits coming with the PTR?
Yes.
The video, yes.
Yes.
We will be doing a video, like I said, tomorrow. I'm going to make it a priority. I want to get it done, and it will explain a lot with the PTR.
Right.
Okay, and also show you a lot.
Right.
So stay tuned for that tomorrow. I will get it done. We're going to do it in the morning. And then I'll make sure it's up by mid to end of the day so you guys can watch it, can understand, and you'll be able to prepare yourselves for those that are going to be getting it.
Right.
So,
I'll get online next week. Easy event, meet local field. Okay. Thanks, Dylan. Just let us know if we can support you on that end. Alright guys, we just kind of read through the comments
here. Yeah,
right?
looks like
So you guys have anything, just kind of launch that on the message here, and then we'll read it and we'll adjust it for you.
Let's see. All right. I think that's pretty much it. Looking through here.
Chris Kelly, he's putting his order for.
Did you saw that T15 stuff?
All right, Chris.
He probably did. All those first strikes and his T15.
Oh man, thank you,
man,
Chris.
You did it, buddy.
No.
let's see here. Other than that, I think that's it, guys. Whether it be an M249 style marker soon. We actually can still make the M249 that we used to have on the old RAP4 site. It's a custom build. It's still available. We just didn't put it up on the new site. But if you want any more information on that, you can shoot me a message, and I'll give you some more information for that too.
Most of the time we build for military and some training facility, and they want them, and they want those machine guns, and the actual contacts we build for them. We kind of move away from building custom guns specific because we're limited in manpower now. So we just kind of mass build, like these guns. We just built a bunch of them, and then when there's an order come in, we just kind of pull them and pack and ship them. So we build the base body first, and then what we do, say you want on the site there on different version, and we add the parts to it. So that's how we did it. That's how we to keep up the volume and the variety that we have. You look at our website, can compare to any website out there. They have like 2 or 3 markers. We've got like 20, 30 different versions. So for us to kind of keep up with doing the variation, that's how we did it. We kind of built the base body, and then we boxed it. And so when you guys place an order, we actually take that out and then add additional parts to it to make it customized to what you order. That's why sometimes you can see your order can take 1 to 2 days, sometimes right away, or sometimes if the markers they need that much customization, need that much built, then you pretty much want the same day, and it needs a little more complex, and it takes a little bit longer. But that's how we work it.
Yeah, Eric Engler, he makes some awesome machine gun type weapons or markers. As far as a box mag for that, the M240 Bravo is one that we did. There's one in our lobby here. The M249 is also in the lobby. M60. Those are all ones that we probably could still do. Like I said, just message me. We custom make a box mag for those. So it's a complete from the ground up type of custom marker that will enable you to have full auto and all that with those systems. So.
M2 Browning. If you look at the go on to Spike TV, search the Browning M1919. Check that out. There is an episode that they found an MT19 in one of the not container but storage, and they took it out. They were shooting it. Check it out. It's actually a very funny episode. And one of these days, you meet me in person, I'll tell you a story about that. It's reality TV show, so it's the best right there. So ask me about that. If I see you in person, I'll tell you about the story behind the MT1919. It's pretty funny.
All right, guys. Glenn Taylor, give me a call tomorrow. I'll answer those questions for you. Callista making a speedball gun soon? No, probably not.
Probably not, Callista. Maybe after retired or something, I have nothing to do with it.
Other than that, thank you guys again for all of your support. Thank you for joining us on the MFW show. These next couple episodes, we will have some really good material for you guys. We're going to do a little bit more shooting.
Right.
We'll have some products in that we want to show you and demonstrate. Right. So we will definitely have some more exciting stuff if we don't have another storm. Yeah, the Kraken release.
Yeah, it's a week. We survived.
Brian Avery, message me. I'll talk to you about what I addressed it earlier, but you probably didn't see it.
Yeah.
But message me and I'll tell you a little about that. Other than that, I'll see you guys out in the field. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. See you soon.